I'm James the Realist, and I call it like I see it, whether you like it or not. Now, I want to ask the question, does proof really make persuasion? Does ridicule make persuasion? There are a lot of atheists that think they can ridicule people out of their beliefs. And there are atheists, probably more, who think they can throw enough evidence in the believer's face to persuade them away from their belief in God or whatever. Now, is this actually the case? I think for the most part it isn't. And one of the reasons why I say this is that, let's say that you and I, or me and someone else, was in an argument over the price of a spatula at Walmart. So price of a spatula at Walmart, the cheapest spatula you're going to find is $1.99. And you say, no, damn it, I was there yesterday and it was $1.59. So we go back and forth on this for a while and try to convince each other. And my friend Jen walks in the room and says, you idiots, why don't you just go down to Walmart and see what the price of a spatula is? So we go down to Walmart, we find out I'm right and you're wrong. It's $1.99 for a spatula, for the cheapest spatula at Walmart. Now, we go down there, we see that I'm right, and it's really not such a big deal. It's just a freaking spatula. So when you see the price tag that says $1.59, you're not going, oh no, I didn't see that. Oh, or they must have put the wrong price tag on there or something like that. You're not trying to explain it away. You're willing to accept the evidence that hey, the spatula really is $1.99. Now, when it comes to things that really matter, it's not that simple. Because if we atheists are right, then a lot of things have to change. That is, people's political views on a lot of different things, morality and whatnot. So there's a lot of things that people are very attached to that they will have to let go of if we're right and they're wrong. Now the shoe goes in the other foot just as much. I don't think that people just make decisions solely off evidence. I just don't think that's the case. Proof is not primarily persuasion with a lot of people.
I mean, who really, realistically, is going to want to give up the belief that they're going to see their loved ones, their dead loved ones in heaven, those people who they love, who they have deep emotion for? Who's going to want to believe that they're never going to see these people again, and that they're just going to die and that's going to be it? There's going to be no difference between when they're dead and before they were born. This is, with the information I have thus far, a reality that there is no life after death. But come on, I mean, obviously people are emotionally attached to such beliefs as life after death and there being a God in heaven for emotional reasons such as this. I have a cousin, actually, who her mom died a couple years back. And, she talks about, her mom basically watching over her. Now, that's a great comforting feeling and a very emotional thing. This is something that she's very attached to. No matter how much proof I throw at her that this is most likely not the case, proof doesn't make persuasion.
And in fact, what I see a lot, because I see atheists that become atheists for rational reasons and for irrational reasons. I see people who don't believe in a God or gods because that God concept, let's say the Bible, is highly against, homosexuality, and maybe this person is a homosexual. So they find it offensive that this religion would reject their lifestyle, and so they reject that religion. And my point is that people become atheists for rational reasons and for irrational reasons. Because whether or not this religion is true has nothing to do with how much it offends you or doesn't offend you. That has nothing to do with anything. Just because you're offended by this religion or the claims of this religion doesn't make the religion false or its claims false. And then there are people that tend to more reject religion based on logic, based on rationality and reason. They see things in that religion that are incoherent, that don't seem to match up with reality. But I'm not saying that those people are it's just totally, it's their rejection is totally based off logic and critical thinking. I'm sure even at that point there is some, at least traces of, rejecting that because it is, for emotional reasons.
To sum it all up, I think that whether you persuade someone or not to see the truth, to see reality for what it is, depends a lot on their willingness to see the truth. Because if they don't want to see the truth, if their goal isn't to see reality as it actually is, then it doesn't matter what you say to them. It doesn't matter if you ridicule them or if you use logic and reasoning or if you offer evidence. It doesn't matter. They're still not going to see it because they don't want to. And this is one of the reasons why I call myself a realist, because I want to know what is true regardless of how that, regardless of the implications of that truth and how the truth will make me feel, or whether it'll pop my comfortable bubble. I'm not interested in what makes me feel comfortable. Primarily, I'm interested in what is true. I'm interested in what reality actually is. Well, folks, I'd like to hear what you have to say on the subject. Feel free to leave comments as long as you're going to comment respectfully, not come across like an asshole. If you want to make a response video, please do so. I'd like to hear what you have to say on the matter, and yeah, I think it's a very interesting subject. Anyways, with that said, folks, I gotta roll.
Peace the fuck out.